Hey, everybody. This week, I want to talk to you about another really important aspect of time management, which is the art of saying no. So, say no. Practice it with me. No. If it were really only that easy, right? So, we're going to talk about this very important aspect of time management. And this, like so many other things, really does start with your mindset. So if you believe that you are not allowed to say no, you'll never say no. Whether that is cultural, company culture wise, whether you were raised to simply believe it's just not nice, or if you think you can't say no because it's your boss or some other important person in the company, whatever the reasons are, if you believe that you're not allowed to say no or it's not appropriate, you're never going to say no. So, the first thing is you've got to give yourself some permission to even entertain the possibility of saying no. And hopefully, by the end of this video, you'll feel a little bit more comfortable with it. So, some people choose avoidance. Instead of being honest and just telling you that they simply can't take on one more deadline, they just hide from you. So, that looks like ignoring emails, or maybe they try to go around you to someone else who has influence with you, anything to avoid the direct conversation. Maybe you've been the recipient of receiving those sort of passively passed messages in the past. I know that I have, and I don't like it. It's shitty. Don't do it. It leaves the other person wondering what happened, and it very likely causes them to have a lower opinion of you professionally. You don't have to be an ass about it. Saying no does not have to be rude, and you're not saying no just for the sake of saying no. So be thoughtful, be diplomatic, but most importantly, be authentic. If you know you should be saying no, there's likely a reason. Maybe it's that the project or the task is just too big. Maybe the deadline is unrealistic and you can't fit it in with everything else you're managing. Maybe you just have too many things already on your plate. Or maybe you secretly feel like this should be someone else's responsibility. Whatever the case may be, outlining your reason for saying no is a good place to start. So you could include a question in that process. So here's a couple of examples. One example might look like this: I already have several things on my plate, including X, Y, and Z. I'm struggling to understand how to fit in Project J without sacrificing the other priorities that I have. Can you help me understand how you see it? Another example might be, I'm really excited about this idea, but the timeline seems really short to me, especially given the other things that I'm responsible for right now. Is there any flexibility with the deadline? At the end of the day, how will your boss or colleagues or team members know that they're asking too much of you if you aren't honest? You have to be willing to tell them when it's too much, because that's why they're asking in the first place. So go have those hard conversations. Don't be your own worst enemy when it comes to being realistic about what you can get done. And then come back and tell us how it goes. Or if you need some help preparing it, reach out. We're here to help. In the meantime, if you'd like to read more about this topic, you can find it on our blog post for this week, which, as always, is on our website or your favorite social media outlet. Leave us a comment. Let us know how it goes. And always stay safe out there, be well, and remember to be kind. Have a great week.